At this point, it's support arena FPS.
Yeah, it's not like it's you have to pick one.
Yeah, it's
not
at all. Don't be like a Quake only player or like a Reflex only player. You kind of like we need to be supporting each other. The whole arena FPS has to work together. But guys, it is a semi-final game started. Sorry for blabbering on there. This is Afghan versus HAL 9000.
Yep, we're on Afghan's point of view, and we are in tourney 5 this time. And we haven't seen this map today yet. Very nice visual style.
It does look really slick. Like, you know, screw what people say about, you know, the current textures and stuff in Reflex. I just think it's pretty as hell.
Yeah, if you know how to use it properly, then you can make beautiful stuff like this here.
Oh, I don't. I just like looking at it. I get other people to do it. There's a pretty even stacks at the moment between Afghan and HAL. Some creative rocket jumps coming around. Oh.
Nice trap there actually by Afghan. I like that small rocket jumper he was able to do when HAL eventually did push in. And what Afghan really needs as well is those rockets. I think he's at 0 at the moment, yeah. Finally finding some more.
Oh, trying to put a bit of speed into that fight, but HAL is absolutely ready for him, tracking him with the ion.
Yeah, I don't think Afghan was landing any damage there. His defense in play just wasn't ready for HAL's movement. But there we go, 2-0 now.
Looking for the direct chase there. Some good LG damage actually from Afghan. Almost getting himself a kill as well. He'll get one in the end.
Yeah, he knew that HAL was gonna go for that 50 bubble by listening to some sounds and knowing he was kinda low. So that was a good plan by Afghan and able to type the game already.
Yeah, very nice. We've got Mega and Red coming up pretty much the same time. It's going to be Red. Oh, awesome damage. And he manages to get the Mega for himself. This is some good control here from Afghan. Can he push in for another kill and actually take the lead?
Oh, that hella exit. Very nice timing with the rockets.
It's not what you want to wake up to. And we've got the rotation on the items coming again. This reminds me of the use and abuse super Peter 1
CP3.
That red armor room really
it is kind of similar.
A room. The corridor essentially in front of the telly.
We actually see HAL playing a kind of more passive game for once.
And actually the Mega, like, this definitely seems to be taking some features from that map. Yeah, HAL is playing very passively. Like, I think he's getting 1 yellow on each rotation, but Afghan's taking a hell of a lot more. But
he's taking a lot of damage now as well. And HAL not quite nailing that trap at the teleporter exit, but with the burst gun, he might be able to finish it off. There we go. That was a messy fight if I've ever seen one, and it's gonna be Afghan getting the frag back super fast.
Well, from Afghan's point of view, it just looked an absolute mess. He was trying to get the ion out and spraying everywhere. He did some okay damage, but it just looked, looked funky.
Very funky.
But, you know, he's in the lead still, so he's looking alright. Doesn't matter if things are shaky from time to time, as long as he has more points than HAL. Bit of entry damage as well. HAL's going to have to turn back a little bit. HAL does have the Mega, so he's going to have a bit of confidence. He's not going to feel super weak. But it is primarily now going for Afghan, and he's going to get himself 1 more frag. Looking out of the spawn. Oh!
We do have the axe frag. If someone gets the axe frag, it's HAL. There's just no doubt about it.
He just kind of butchered that jump a little bit. He almost had the rocket directly on HAL. HAL just persevered and landed the axe. Afghan's not going to be too happy about that. He's got the lead at the moment, so he doesn't need to get himself too close and personal right now. Try and stabilize.
Yeah, HAL not having too much health. Trying to find something, but no, he runs into a rocket. And Afghan extending his lead.
That was a sick rocket.
Be careful, there's the axe. I mean, it deals 100 damage per hit in this game. So it can be very dangerous close by.
I mean, like, if you're good with it and you know when to use it, then it definitely seems.
Yeah, we see some people actually being efficient with gauntlets, like picking out good opportunities with it. You know.
Afghan just was clicking his rockets when he was mid-air in the fight, realizing, oh crap, I've got no ammo, and then switching to the ion cannon, which was really not the most useful weapon to have there. It would have been useful if he switched to it earlier, but at that point, it was, yeah, he was in a nasty situation. He's still got a lead over Hal, but it's not
very solid. I mean, it's 5 minutes left, 2 frag difference.
Yeah, you never know if Hal's going to be able to get that first kill and then suddenly get a massive string of spawn frags. But at the moment, Afghan, it's like he's doing a good job himself.
Yeah, not bad at all. And one thing I've noticed in this map, like how important the rocket position is, and how important it is to keep stacking your ammo for it.
Oh my god, why didn't you get the 50, Afghan? There was a 50 health bubble right behind you, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna keep position here, get damage.
Kinda stuck because of those rockets of Hal.
Right, I mean, it was next to him, he just kind of ignored it. Almost. I don't know. I don't know.
Did they just miss the Mega? Hal just went past the Mega to the teleporter, finally getting it.
I mean, I think Afghan assumed that he got it, but at this, this game, there's no real danger of
you can't
losing
really
out
assume if something was taken or not, since you can just see if it was taken or not.
You don't really have that. Ooh, nice. That was good. I was watching that from Afghan, and he just had no clue where he was being shot from there. I'm gonna watch Hal a bit because his control is just sick. You can't really sort of do faking with items. Actually, we'll go through that because I think that's actually quite a long discussion. But the damn admins and players are just so good at getting the games on time for us. Hal has just tied it up though, and it looked like a very simple frag there.
Yeah, he makes it look easy sometimes. But yeah, 8-8, 3 minutes left. Very hard to predict what's gonna happen next. Oh, good rocket spam by Afghan. Looked like he was gonna play the bit aggressive, but eventually dropping down on the lower platforms. Hal just playing the bolt angles. Even landing with the nade damage. Red armor for Hal.
Well, it's a yellow being taken though for Afghan. Be careful, does that rail land? I think it did. Afghan does get 2 yellows in a row. Mega though is gonna go over to Hal, and his stack is gonna be massive right now. Might as well be 200 at this point. And he's just rotating on the items over and over. He hasn't had a chance to get into a fight that really favors him a lot. He's chasing a bit. Hal, one of the more aggressive players you'll see. And I'm waiting for something to just sort of twitch in his head, and he's just going to suddenly turn on that button and go balls deep into a fight.
But look at that.
It takes a lot of damage.
He's taking such a large amount of damage. Getting the red again though, and after dealing some damage to Afghan before that, he should be able to play a bit more aggressive. But it's a messy fight.
Both players stopped being comfortable there. Afghan was weaker than Hal there. Oh no, it goes back up the bounce pad. Almost dangerous. Not sure who to watch. Honestly, don't know who to watch at the moment.
Yeah, let's just keep watching Hal because it's Hal.
It's interesting watching Afghan though, how he's getting back in control. Not necessarily in control, but out of the danger he was in. He's managed to get a red, so he's looking better. But it is Hal.
He has the red, but Hal on the Mega, which has been lost now. He just took the 100 damage.
8-8 with just over a minute to go. Let's jump down from Afghan. He's hitting some sick rockets as well. Looking on the teleporter exit, and it is going to be a frag for Afghan.
Yep, with a 1 frag lead, 1 minute to go. Very unstable. I don't know if he's gonna try and play it passive, just avoiding all damage, or if he's gonna challenge the control, but he's failing with his movement first.
Oh, he might get a kill. What?
It was a mutual frag there. We're on Hal's point of view. Still have 1 frag to make. Gets a Mega. Doesn't have any armor. He just lost out on the red. This is a mess. Looks like it's it could have been a frag for Afghan if he was playing more aggressive, but he doesn't have to. It's Hal who needs to make the frag, and he doesn't have the resource to go for it.
He's got rockets. He just took a yellow, and he's got health now. Mega and red's up. Maybe he can go for a fight after the next red if he can secure it, but it's going to be cutting it pretty damn close. He's got red. Now he has to find his opponent. He's up at the top. He hits 1 rail. Just over 10 seconds to go. Rocket jumping up. Where is the chase? Afghan desperately trying to hide from him at the moment.
Yeah, Hal can hear the sound.
There it is.
Oh, he can't land the rocket.
Where has it gone? He just
Oh
changed direction, and Afghan wins map 1, 10-9.
What a beautiful start for this series.
Lovely. That was damn close there. I like his decision for going for the red because it meant that his stack was at a point where, you know, he obviously was the favorite in any fight. He just couldn't get close enough in like the 20 seconds he had after that to it. And, you know, in Reflex, you can afford to leave the game a little bit later and chases than in Quake Live due to, you know, the size of the maps and the speed that you're able to maneuver across the maps. But still, Afghan was... No, he played a few mind games there on teleporter exits, and Hal wasn't able to read him correctly. That was really nicely done by Afghan.
Yeah, definitely, and it wasn't his pick.
It was his pick. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, that's good news for him, and we're going to go over to 7.
Yep.
Are we styling or not styling?
We're not styling because I don't have light map built for style.
Okay. I'm sorry, I should have voted on that. I would have hurried things along. Yeah, I asked what his nick was or how to pronounce it, and he just said his name's Afghan, so that's what I'm going with.
It's kind of funny how spectators need to vote for map changes at the moment, but...
And this is still... We can say that this is now alpha issues rather than pre-alpha issues, because I think we are officially in alpha for Reflex, from what I've heard.
Yep, 0.34, and that's the first alpha release. We're really gonna show the cool video on stream at some point.
Yeah, no, we'll do that.
When we get pause.
He's had quite a few views already. He's had like over 11,000 views as it is. So, I mean, they've been really pushing that video out. People have been seeing it. And there's been in excess of 100 players concurrently online in this game. And you know that in Quake Live, that the average concurrent is about 500.
Yeah, so
that's just to put it in perspective.
For a game in alpha, that's doing
good job,
right job,
there.
yeah. And we're in the second map here.
Yeah, let's watch.
We're on Afghan's point of view. He's on the match point. How's the raid already? Well, kind of trying to set up traps, kind of trying to play it sneaky. Landed direct on Hal there. Nice shot.
And another, holy crap, damage from Afghan is just sensational at the moment. And the red just gets taken by Hal. Who the hell's going to win this fight? The fight.
Lava is going to win. That's the solution here. Amazing. I mean, Afghan was dealing a boatload of damage. I can't believe he didn't get the frag there.
These grenades are so damn close. 72 health left. Afghan trying to get himself off the negatives at the moment. Mega's up in a second, and he just can't quite get the frag beforehand. And that's 1 to -1 now. I can't believe how close Afghan's been to getting these frags. That is going to be mildly frustrating for him. Maybe a bit more than mildly.
Oh. Hal trying to play it aggressive there, and he's successful. Getting the second frag, but does go down to a grenade by Afghan.
Nice.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Off the negatives there, so that's all good for him. He's got himself a rocket and ion cannon, trying to bounce him over the yellow, and he protects the yellow for himself.
Even though Hal had the mega health before the fight, but I don't think he had any armor.
Yeah, he was hoping the yellow would be it, but it wasn't. He's going to win the next fight anyway.
What is going on here?
The rockets again, just working magic for both players. But Afghan, red armor has just been taken. He does land a decent rocket. He's getting more damage out with the rail. And this yellow's going to be up in a second. He's trying to get it. This nice little spam work as well from Hal.
Not quite landing damage with those nades though. Oh.
Oh my god, he almost denied
getting the mega. Yeah.
Oh, I like the little experimental rocket jump there. He's going to try and get himself another frag now. Red is up. I think Hal just won the fight to it.
Yeah, and Afghan forced to kind of disappear. Lands direct there. That's not supposed to happen. But it doesn't matter. Hal compensates with the bullets.
Hal is weak though still, so maybe there'll be a bit of a push now from Afghan. Red's going to be up in a second. He hasn't gone to it. He just let it slide. The Mega will be up too, so if he takes this, he'll be looking good. But look at the rocket spam from him. Afghan's lost, you know, half the stack he had to work with. He's going to have to wait a bit longer now to challenge in such a confident manner. Oh, that rocket, initially missing from Hal, but he gets the frag anyway.
Yeah, not looking bad at all. And yeah, just waiting for the item is not usually the best tactic in this game. So your opponent.
You see the damage he got though?
Yeah, it was not bad, but still.
Oh my god!
Just going back and forth.
Going back and forth, but it seems to always be favoring Hal at the moment, and he's going to get himself another one now.
Oh!
Whoa!
He just suicided before getting himself on the Mega. He suicided himself off. Was it like a direct on his opponent?
What?
There? I don't even know what's happening here.
Afghan, look at, oh, he misses the next rail. I don't know if that would have been a kill. He's trying to flick around. It would have been a frag. There was only 26 health on Hal at that point. Rocket gets the rail after. Hal still got something to work with, but not that much. Red up in a second. Missed opportunity for damage there from Afghan. The speed of this game, though, is crazy, to be honest, compared to the other games we've seen on this map. To the other game. Afghan is just bypassing the sort of red spawn that's going to be up very shortly, and he's going to have to skip it.
Yeah, Hal was just chasing him right behind, so can't really stop there.
He just walks into him, goes through the teleporter, and it is, well, not where he wanted to be. He does get himself to yellow straight away, looking for some kind of damage.
Oh, and Hal does finish it off with the rockets and lands the direct off the spawn. Of course, when you spawn
really
with
nice.
100 health exact and not 125 like in Quake Live, you can actually get those one rocket spawn frags, which is always kind of nice.
They're very satisfying. It is.
Definitely. 11-2
and the noise as well.
Some people really hate the heat sounds in Reflex, but I actually like them. They're very satisfying.
You know, it is. You get it. It's like got that aggressive clunk of satisfaction
instead of just beeps and boops. But you know,
yeah,
people
we
like
don't
different
want
things.
beeps and boops here. I'm wondering if Afghan can get himself back into this because he's managed to get quite a few items, and the stack's fairly even. He's just aggressing with rail at the moment. He needs to go onto red now. Gets a direct rocket. Ion cannon out.
Oh,
and
that was some very damn solid ion cannon and the rail. You're able to see that kind of stuff, really.
Oh, he just misses out on the jump. Deflected there by Hal. That was sick. Couple of blaze to the other yellow. Was that taken by Hal? I can't quite tell. Who's going to be able to get the frag? Oh my god.
It's Hal with the frag. 4 minutes left. 7 frag difference. It's doable, I'd say, but not gonna be easy.
That's a bunch of items just taken by Afghan, actually.
What just happened?
He might be on a bit of a roll now. This is good for him, to be honest. There's another yellow, top yellow being taken, and that was grabbed by Hal. Being caught out on the side. Rocket's not too bad, looking to finish with the ion, but he's just trapped in the lava and can't move anywhere.
Yep, lava is the winner once again.
His aim is awesome, though. I am hot for his aim.
Yeah, it seems like people don't focus on the ion cannon aim as much as you see people focus on it in Quake Live. But Afghan has been showing off some really amazing performance with it.
He's just got great tracking, and if you're being able to do that in a game where the movement's so crazy,
yeah,
like that's it's a lot harder to LG effectively in a game like this than compared to Quake. And I think Afghan there, he's kind of holding on for a second. I don't know if he's just scratching his head, reflecting on what he can do. I mean, we would, of course, say there's still time.
There is still time, yeah.
The frag difference is starting to, well, run away from Afghan. And maybe he's going to feel a bit more helpless, but he should stay strong because he's amazing performance in the first map. And actually, he's not been so bad over here. Some of the action that he's given us has been absolutely quality.
I like how Hal actually ran into his own grenade, not even trying to do a grenade jump or anything with it.
It's actually what's cost Afghan a couple of situations is those little missed jumps that we just like we just saw there. I know if you're going to be trying to do all the sort of hard, sort of particular jumps, moves to get onto items, you know, at some point, if you missed that jump and you had a little plan, you had like the next 5-10 seconds kind of planned out in your head, then it's going to totally funk with that.
Oh. Failing jump on the mega health because of opponent's rockets. Afghan trying to do some things in order to go for the frag, but after Hal getting that yellow, it's not looking too easy.
I think this is last hurrah for Afghan at the moment. He's going to get a kill.
Gets the frag.
Oh.
1 minute 30. 8 more to go.
He missed the yellow and then Hal took it. That is a kick in the teeth right there. Yeah, that's GG.
Yeah. There's no more time.
Again, you missed the item. He like swerved over to take it and then jumped off, and I thought he was going to rocket jump up again. But by the time he went through the teleporter, Hal had already sort of zipped past it.
Also, now that we kind of have a garbage time in the second one, we did have a new sub apparently.
Oh, really?
Ethics NZ.
Thank you so much, man. Welcome.
Thanks for the support.
Hope you enjoy the game. Oh, it's going to be... Afghan, is he going to be able to get himself anything else? Is he still going for it? He's got some control.
Hold on, let me switch Afghan's point of view here.
You just got to go, buddy. There's no items really coming up in ages. Just get close to him. Both stacks are pretty much the same at this point, but so many seconds have been wasted. I think Afghan is just kind of settled on the fact that we're going to be going to a third map here in the winner bracket semis, which is very exciting. Hal being pushed quite hard.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a much bigger challenge than the game against Dracula he had earlier. But, you know.
Oh, this has been absolutely quality, actually. Some of like the flick shots and things that we've been seeing, the action through the teleporters has been insane. 17-9 in the end, in favor of Hal. And do we know what the tiebreaker is, actually?
I actually have no idea, unfortunately, but we're gonna see it in a moment.
I mean, this map is orange, so I should name it kind of like...
Let's call it just
orange.
I'm just gonna call it orange.
I like that.
We don't like to think too hard here.
So this one, we can't call it Lost World. What, DM13?
Yeah, we can't call it Lost World, kind of like we can't call T7 Furious Heights either.
Yeah.
But this was T7, and it's not Furious Heights, it's Orange. I don't know. If I had to pick the name for this, I actually have no idea. It has a name, but I have no idea what it is. All of these maps have some names, but it just doesn't show the names to us unless we actually go check them out on like Reflex files or something.
We should name all the maps in Reflex.
Like,
we should be the official map namers.
It doesn't matter if they're not shown to the player because they already have names. Oh, we're going to Tourney 2 instead of DM13, so we don't have to think about Lost World. We can hold on. What's Tourney 2 name in Quake 3?
Oh,
I can't remember. Was it like? I remember the map.
22 or DM2?
T2.
DM2 is...
Not DM2, T2.
Oh, T2.
That's like the map where you fight Hunter in Quake 3 single player, if I recall correctly.
I'm trying to remember the Quake Live name for that, but...
Yeah, it has a name. It's had a name otherwise, but I just can't remember what it is.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll scratch. I'll probably remember sort of in the middle of the grand finals and then just spam you for some reason.
Hopefully someone in the chat will remind us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
got more intelligent people
than
us in chat. Alright guys, if you only just tuned in, welcome. This is the Reflex THC, the History Cup, the History Channel Cup, number 1. And we've got like $400 here. We spread around this tournament. We're in the winner bracket semi-finals, and this is a tiebreaker map now between Hal 9000 and Afghan. Yep. Afghan winning the first map, Hal the second.
This is the first time we're seeing this map on the stream as well. And
it is.
We might be doing some amateur mistakes with it, but doesn't matter. We've actually checked it out before the stream once.
That ion cannon is just sick. And
the
he
rocket
gets the rocket
finisher.
at the end.
Very solid.
Oh!
Another one. Nice conversion.
That was close as well. He was tremendously weak there. He manages to get away with that. I'm playing this so damn quick at the moment. Oh,
not quite landing. He had a very good opportunity to land that one direct on the staircase, but not quite landing it.
Oh!
Finds it later on though.
As soon as you say he missed one, he'll hit one straight after to make us shut up.
Yeah,
he's gonna
gotta
show
mega. Off. Oh, look at that one! Not landing the last ball. That would have been a frag for sure.
Hal's gonna be weak as hell.
Yeah,
he's not too weak actually.
Afghan is really keeping up the pressure with the damage, making sure Hal at least can't play too aggressive.
His ion play is awesome. Hal has got loads of armor, actually, 150 armor, but he's struggling to like get enough health as it stands. So there's a lot of armors on this map. You can see on the... Actually, I don't know what side it is on the stream. The amount of armors available is a lot. Oh, nice rail actually there by Hal.
Yeah.
Got Mega coming out.
But yeah, Afghan is making sure he's getting this item first.
Oh, Red was taken by Hal actually.
Yeah, he was getting ironed for it, but I don't think that was quite enough to make it worth it for Afghan.
I don't think Afghan was going to be able to readjust his aim in time to hit that shot, but he manages it. We are 2-0 for Afghan 2 minutes into this. And that was a nasty amount of damage he's just taken. Hal could get the kill, and he's on the board. Let's watch him for a bit. He's on 26 health. There's the red.
Yeah, he can get the 50 bubble. That's going to be very useful here.
Hal playing it quite slow. That's what I expect. He's walking around sometimes.
I don't know if he's so comfortable on this map. I mean, if Hal plays on a map he knows, his movement is gonna be just godlike. But if he doesn't know the map, he hasn't been able to practice all those jumps. He can't fly around like normal.
I mean, maybe he's just changing up his strategy if he wants to get this win. I don't know. It looks like beforehand he may have jumped around a bit too much. It's on the first map, and now he's playing it a little bit safe. It's a bigger map than the ones we've seen. It's like his patience is paying off because he's getting good damage here on Afghan.
Very nice bolts actually from Hal, landing those flakes.
Oh, just missing that shot there. And that was a 50 being taken by Afghan. Oh, mega help! Challenge. Oh.
Afghan didn't get it though. That attack from Hal, those rockets were just perfect for him. Able to just keep his opponent off the item, and now he's already in time. I was gonna say he's in good position for the raid, but doesn't matter. Afghan took it, but he got killed for it, and Hal with a 1 frag lead.
Yeah, Hal might have the lead now, but I think that was a nice steal from Afghan. I think that was worth it, and he did all right damage as well on Hal. With that green armor as well, downgrading his stat. Well, now yellow.
Yeah,
still has hopes.
Not bad.
Oh, that rocket though. He lands the rocket, and then Afghan's just simply so weak. The red is going to be up straight after, and Afghan is basically where he was before, except now at a 2 frag disadvantage rather than at a tied game. We've got Hal stealing armors on the map. Oh, no.
And yeah, pushes Afghan into lava. I like how I was listening for the sound on top level and dropping down with the attack. Good iron there by Afghan, I'd say, but just not enough when you don't have any kind of stack to fight with.
It really seems to be a strength, that weapon.
Yeah, it seems like it. Whereas Hal just missed completely everything.
Oh no, direct rocket. Afghan was doing some pretty great damage for a moment. I am watching Afghan now. He gets himself onto the mega. Red's up in a couple of seconds, but he's lost a lot of health. Managed to land something there, but it is Hal who has to take the armor in the end. He's just being suspended in the air for a little bit too long, and is allowing Hal to land some pretty easy shots to get the kills. We're halfway through the game, and we are 6 frags in the lead for Hal.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad.
Well, this is nice, actually. Afghan's just had a nice couple of plays on the items. He's giving himself good hopes now to get a kill. He needs to do a bit of damage though, because that Mega's not going to be spawning otherwise.
Yeah, and the thing is, Hal has a massive stack to work with, and he can afford playing aggressive. He just...
Oh!
That was actually a very good rocket work for Afghan.
Oh, the Ion again! Doesn't let him burn in the lava.
Oh, and the rocket of the spawn. That was the unluckiest spawn we've seen today.
This is going to be a bunch of frags. It should be at least for Afghan. We're going to have the Mega spawning in not too long, so definitely got to keep his eye on that weapon. A bit more Ion ammunition. Almost getting himself the kill there. But he's looking good right now. Control is on the right items. This is impressive play from Afghan, and he's getting onto the red ahead of time, so he's got to be careful in case there's any damage on the sideline. But that is a full stack right now. Yeah. He's only 3 frags away from tying it up.
I like how he's guarding this yellow that is actually up already. Just making sure Hal can't get those resources.
He's chasing hard at the moment. He really wants this kill. Hal looking for some damage from behind, but he's not able to hit a whole bunch of it.
There we go. Afghan actually taking both the yellows. But he lost out on the red. Not optimal outcome. Oh,
but alright, that's a recovery.
That was good use of weapons by Afghan. I don't know why Hal turned back to go into the teleport. That seemed like a very risky move.
Oh.
And we do have a tied game now.
Wow.
Suddenly, out of nowhere. And I was gonna say it could be a lead for Afghan, but no, it's lead for Hal again. After some weird things happening.
Afghan gets himself on the red though. So he might have lost out on a kill due to that spawn and rush from Hal. He's only got Axe. He finally finds the rocket in the lava. We've got Mega's not up for a while. He is weak as hell at the moment. Trying to back off 3 HP. He goes down eventually. And Hal's starting to secure his stack a little bit. Afghan, he's going to lose out on all those kills.
Yeah, the thing is, Afghan had to really struggle to get the control and then get the frags. But Hal just makes it look like he is. He's like, okay, I'm going to take this frag back now. after the game has started. And he just did it. No problem.
Oh, Ion to Rocket was good there. And actually, Hal was on about 30 HP before he got that Mega. He was insanely weak. Afghan still showing us he can do great damage output. He's not quite got enough to recover from. Hal's quite weak still.
Yeah, Hal was just trying to make sure he could land some damage before Afghan tries to jump for the red, but not able to do it. He went for the axe hit, not quite landing it, and it's gonna be Afghan taking the next frag. And another one. 2 frag difference. It's looking very much doable now again for Afghan.
3 in about less than 10 seconds there.
Yep.
He might get himself a 4th over here.
Should be one. Oh, there we go. Those rockets from Hal were kind of risky, but you know.
Red's up. Red gets taken by Hal. We haven't got tied game. A sick rocket play there from Afghan. Looking for some aerial maneuvers as well. This is the tiebreaker map of the winner bracket semis. This has been an absolutely sick series so far. How is it going to end though? We really can't tell at this point. Both players similarly stacked. Red
it's
coming up shortly.
Equal.
It's a dead heat at the moment, but it is Hal who takes red. I think Afghan maybe was looking for some damage on the exit, but doesn't find any.
Yeah, very 150 yellow on Afghan. He really needs to make sure he doesn't just give away the Mega health.
I think it's going to be. They both have to make a play on Mega, surely. But
Afghan is playing it super passive. He doesn't want to risk it. He wants to play like the play where he doesn't expose angles. He just goes for the damage, and he's doing it really good at the moment. Too bad Hal is landing.
So weak. He's so weak right now. He has to back off. He's got 8 HP, and that is going to be red going over to Hal. And it still hasn't only just been taken. I think Afghan thought that maybe there's been a hiccup and Hal was leaving it alone. But he just walked into a wall of damage there. And now with 20 seconds to go, Hal looks poised to get himself the lead before the time runs out. Yeah. I'm watching, I don't know who to watch right now. I'm watching Afghan because I know he needs to escape.
Yeah, he's just trying to avoid everything. 5 seconds on the clock now. And Hal, he's going to go for a push. I don't know if he... Nope, we are actually in our first overtime.
And he managed to take the red as well. He's getting a bunch of health. Afghan somehow managing to recover from that. Hal was not able to get the kill before the timer moved over, and that is Afghan.
Amazing. Amazing recovery.
Sick.
2 frags now.
Now, what are the overtime mechanics in or rules in Reflex?
I guess it's the same as in Quake 5 at the moment.
Last time you did a cup, there was no overtime.
There was no overtime mechanics coded in, but fortunately things are different now.
And Afghan has got sick control right now. We're gonna have to see something extraordinary, I think, from Hal for him to recover this. So let's watch Hal, see what he can do.
Sure.
Red's coming up, taken immediately by Afghan. We've got some yellows and stuff that Hal can get on, but he looks like he's kind of ready to aggress right now, and it's good. Not showing any fear. With 50 seconds to go to get 2 frags, remember? That's that first. If you can get that first one, then the second one might come quite easily.
Yeah, this Hal landing that bolt should be a good opener to go aggressive. He doesn't have time to wait any extra, but
Mega's a nice pickup for him.
It
He's gonna get. I think it's this yellow, and then it's just go.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Oh, he bumped into his opponent.
What? Where did he go?
He got pushed through the teleporter, and of course, Afghan is not gonna follow up.
Yeah, absolutely no need there. Hal missing quite a lot of shots. He might go down over here. He's on 30 health.
I think that's a GG right there. 10 seconds left in the overtime, and it's gotta be Afghan getting the next frag.
Whoa, 2 frags separated. Then we know we have insta respawns here, but I think, yeah, he's giving it up right now. 12 to 10. Afghan is going through to the winner bracket finals.
Beautiful. Oh, man.
Really nicely done there. And, you know, Afghan on that map, he put himself behind on a couple of occasions by a few frags. He'd recover, and then Hal would get like a string of frags. And this time, Afghan was able to push it over the edge, get it into overtime. When he was on the brink of death, basically.
Yeah,
he was running around on less than 50-50.
Hal was trying to chase for the last frag, like, before the overtime, but Afghan's running away skills were just good enough to avoid the frag happening. Very solid play from Afghan.
The whole series there was brilliant. The first map, Afghan, I think, took it by, like, a frag, getting an overtime on the tiebreaker. Hal was a little bit more convincing on the second map, but there was still some really, you know, crazy points in that. We're seeing some absolutely world-class reflex action at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have next then? Because games are going so quickly. Do we have the other